What's going on? This is Jared with Sacred Boxing. I'm at Metrolina Martial Arts with Ed Stahl. He doesn't know what I'm going to ask him, but I have an interview question for him.
I'm worried, yes.
What's your thoughts around hitting too hard during sparring?
During sparring?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a great question. I don't tend to think, like I don't want to get hit super hard, so I don't hit super hard. I'm always like, I want to hit just as hard enough, you know, that I want to get hit. So if I'm going to hit you, normally it's pretty light because I don't want to get hit hard.
It's interesting. The answer is interesting. I'm not going to talk too much, but word on the street.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Word on the street is that you be pulling up on people and sparring, and I've heard where you hit way too hard.
Oh my God!
For the population,
Oh my God, Ed, you? I'm very shocked to hear that. That sounds so like, no, but like I like to think of myself as someone who doesn't hit hard. I'm kind of like, not always in coach mode, but
yeah,
I'm in coach mode a lot, and like, I normally don't hit super hard.
So there are about 4 different factors.
Okay.
You got volume.
Yeah.
You got speed. You got power. You got control.
Yes.
And all those things are important when I spar at my retired state of in my life. Yeah. Of combat, of competition.
Yeah.
Then I err on control, and I try to I really practice a lot of volume. I pull back on power first. Yeah. Then I pull back on speed. So I go to volume and control. What are your thoughts around those 4 metrics?
No, I think they're great, and normally always pull
His
back.
thoughts are he wasn't thinking about any of that shit.
Yeah, apparently I was just going, just saw red, and that's it. That's all that happened. It's so fascinating because, like, man, I don't think of myself as that person that would hit hard. But that said, I think about pulling the power back first. I like that, and I pull the speed back probably next, right?
Yep.
The control I try to keep no matter what. That's like that's one that doesn't go away. But the only thing I can think of with sparring is if I get hit harder, and I normally, like, if you hit me hard, I will not hit you hard back the first time. I'd be like, oh, maybe they just lost control and they just went whang, or I zigged when I should have zagged, or whatever, right? Yeah. So
they have to be a habitual offender.
Yes. I normally give you like 3, and then on the 3rd one, I'm like, all right, let's go. But again, it's normally I am in control to where I can be like, man, this is, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
and I'm not one to tell on anybody or say where I got the source from, but
I'm gonna get it later.
But yeah, like I was talking to you about earlier, it's like sometimes when I spar a person that's lower in skill than I, and I want to build them up in the sparring, and I want to challenge them just slightly. Yeah. I may drop my hands, take a few shots. Yes. And I've realized just talking to you today that I might do that just to as an excuse to hit them harder. Oh. So.
Man. Yeah. That's fascinating.
But if I can admit that, I'm wanting others to admit that.
I do play the game, right? If I'm moving around with you, but I feel like you're kind of not hitting me, or we're kind of pulling back, and I want to be hit, I will like open the face. And I've done this recently with a boxing friend, and they did not take that well. They just went, oh, and they stuck me. I was like, oh. And I wasn't quite ready for that. But I mean, I answered back. It was fine. But it was just one of those things where I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, it's fascinating because it's like, again, I don't see.
It feels good to watch him crumble under the pressure of this question.
Yeah, it's good.
Because he's in wonderment about what did I do now. So.
That's what self-reflection feels like. These boys learn a lot about themselves today.
I wasn't ready, man. I wasn't ready for the self-introspection. God, yeah.
Well, there you go. I laid it out for you. Yeah. Now you can toil with that.
I will.
As you go to sleep.
He did it to me. Yeah.
Was it JD?
Did I hit
JD? Was it you?
He did that double whop.
I did. Oh my God.
I think that when he said, like you said, I scale back on the power.
Yeah.
But he named all these other factors, and your brain started going like, well, okay, I didn't think about those, but you do them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do them. You said, oh, well, I pull back on this, pull back on that. What you may not have considered is how you're pulling back on the power because you believe your sparring partners are responding to that.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't know how your speed, volume, what was the fourth?
Control.
Control. You don't know how these other things affect them.
Yeah.
Because there are dudes that you can hit hard as hell. They don't care.
Yeah.
But if you go fast, they start freaking out. Because you might not even be hitting them hard.
Yeah.
But if you're going fast, they might respond like you are hitting them hard.
Right.
So all of it's subjective.
Yeah, and you are fighting. This is why they said, these guys said in the beginning, oh, hit as hard as you want to get hit.
Yeah.
First of all, cool guys, but I think that's bullshit because you don't know how hard that is being interpreted.
That's true.
That's what's happening inside your brain.
Yeah.
You know, you don't think it's hard enough for you.
Yeah.
But you don't know what they're experiencing or how they're interpreting it. How many times have you guys walked away from a sparring session going, man, that guy was trying to kill me. And the other guy also was like, man, that guy was trying to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah, we've both done that.
That sounds like a comic strip.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, I'd like your point on this then. So this is a shameless name drop, but I was doing a seminar with Benny the Jet, or he is.
Yeah.
And he talks about, like, when you begin sparring and end sparring with a person, you double fist bump. And that is the intensity in which you're gonna go.
Oh, like how hard
Yeah, so like if we're gonna spar and I go like that, that's how
that's
hard.
mean.
Yeah.
That's mean.
Yeah, and
it was abrupt, and it was like, oh, that's...
So that's how I want to spar.
Yeah.
And if you don't want a part of that, you can interject then. Be like, no, I'm not in that for today.
Yeah.
Wait, is this a mechanism for all of us very stubborn, macho men who don't want to say, hey, bro, can you not hit me so hard?
Yeah.
This is a way for us to communicate
This is a way for us
without...
to communicate without sounding like that. And then
Benny
at
the Jet, man.
And then at the end of sparring,
Yeah.
yeah, because now you're like, okay, so release that energy.
What if you go to hold it up and I'm like...
Then we're just doing some stuff. Yeah, we're like,
Or if I come up and I'm like...
then I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
there we go. And
I love it.
Yeah.
Can you ask for redos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
wait.
it's
You're like-
too much weight.
Wait. No.
No.
Yeah.
We have a match.
Yeah, but yeah, Benny the Jet.
I like that.
Your calibration tool was good too, though. When we talked about it like a year ago,
Which one was it?
because we were talking about the same thing. You're like, you don't know how hard someone's hitting, because like you saying go 50%, my 50% and your 50% might not be the same thing.
Yeah,
So
you're way
you had
bigger
us
than me.
hold the mitt, and you said, give me 100%. I hit as hard as I could. You said, okay, now take it down 10%. And you hit a little bit less, and a little bit less, and you say, that's what I want. That's your calibration tool. That was really good for me. Like you taught us that.
That wasn't me. I don't do that. That was someone else, JD.
Pretty sure it was you.
JD, I've never done that in my life.
All right, well, I give you credit for it.
That's a great idea though, JD. JD, that was a brilliant idea you just came up with.
Yeah. Come out. Awesome, thank you. I'm gonna be mentally anguishing over sparring too hard because, man, it's rough, buddy. But thank you.
It is. It is. Yeah. Or I can hijack it.
You can hijack it. Yeah, I feel like.
What's going on? This is Jared with Sacred Boxing.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.